Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a review, first impression on the new L.A Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. I have a lot of L.A Girl products here with me today. I have a setting spray, a primer, I have concealer, corrector, and I also have a powder and a highlighter. So I got sent a PR package and I wanted to try everything out today. I figured I would just turn on the camera and try it on with you guys. So maybe if you're interested in getting some of these products, review will be able to help you out. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Okay, so I have no face makeup on or anything, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm starting off with the L.A Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. This supposedly says it helps smooth and fill in lines and pores. It's paraben and fragrance free and it's enriched with vitamin E. Okay, by the way, this video is not sponsored. Even though I got sent the products, they are not paying me to make this video. I'm just doing it just because I wanted to try out all the goodies on camera. So I'm going to start by just applying this. Okay, so the consistency of this looks like a silicone type of base, if you see that. The formula of this reminds me of the Maybelline Baby Skin. It's just like that silicone type of primer. Alright, now for the foundation. I'm not really sure what shade I'm going to be in. I'm just going to kind of guess it. I have a couple shades here, but I'm going to start off with the shade Nude Beige. So this foundation, first of all, I love the packaging of it. I love the fact that it comes with a pump. So this foundation comes in 15 shades plus like a white foundation, which helps to lighten other foundations out. And I think that's pretty good for an affordable foundation. That's a pretty good shade selection. It says it's lightweight formula for all day wear, medium to full coverage, paraben free with added antioxidants, and it hydrates and improves the skin's appearance. I have a little card right here that I'm reading. So, okay, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna just start off with one side with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna use a brush on the other side of my face to see kind of how it wears with both, because I know some people prefer a beauty blender or a sponge and others prefer a brush. Personally, I prefer a beauty blender with my foundation. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps of that. I hope this color matches me. Okay, I think this color is gonna match me actually. Feels kind of liquidy at first, but whoa, the coverage is definitely medium coverage to start. Okay, this color does match me really good, I think. Actually, I feel like this color might be a little, it's like a smidge too dark for me, but the coverage I think is amazing. I don't think I even needed that much foundation, to be quite honest. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix a little bit of the shade Fair just to kind of balance that out a little bit, because like I said, I think that's a little too dark for my face. So I'm just gonna use a little dot and just kind of blend that in. Wow, my gosh, I didn't even use a full pump of that color. So this foundation definitely has good coverage, and a little bit of it goes a long way. All right, so that's kind of what it looks like no foundation, foundation. So I have this flat top kabuki brush right here from Russe Cosmetics. I'll leave a link down below to where you can get their brushes. They're really affordable. It's one of my favorite brands for brushes. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit more of the shade Nude Beige and Fair and just apply the rest of the foundation to the rest of my face. Oh yeah, this foundation's definitely medium to full coverage. Do you see how well that covered up? Like, I had a little bit of scarring there on my cheek and it just literally covered it up so well. This is really amazing coverage. Are you guys seeing this? Okay, I just had to wipe off all that foundation on my lips. That looked so bad. So sorry you had to look at that. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and use the concealer. But first I'm gonna use the corrector. They have a peach corrector. I'm not sure if these are new or not. I have this little pamphlet here and it says correct new. So I think that they are. So obviously all correctors are different for different reasons. If you have like darkness or if you have redness, things like that. But the peach one typically is always for neutralizing any dark tones that you have underneath your eyes. But I usually always like to use correctors for that reason, because I feel like it really helps with making your under eye look super bright and awake, and it helps the concealer to kind of just go on better in my opinion. So I have this one right here in the shade Peach. I'm gonna apply it on one eye and then not the other, just because I want to see how it looks, the actual other concealer that I have, bare and then with the corrector. So this one right here comes with a squeezy tube, which I personally really love. Ooh, a lot of it is squirting out. And I'm just gonna focus this mainly right underneath there. And I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend that out. It's like a salmon kind of like pinky shade. Then I have the Pro Concealer. This one is in the shade Creamy Beige. Ooh, this one's really nice. I think this is gonna match me, hopefully. Wow, it's really creamy. It's very easy to blend. It like melts into the skin with Beauty Blender. That's why I love the Beauty Blender for everything, because it makes everything look so flawless. I don't know if I can really tell a difference between both sides. I kind of like the way the one looks without the corrector, to be honest with you. I normally like correctors that are more bright rather than like that kind of color. Like this is very, very peachy, pinky tone. This might be good for tanner skin tones maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything. I have the Pro Face High Definition Matte Powder. This one's in the shade Creamy Natural. Again, I don't know if this is really going to match me, but we shall see. I'm using this really tiny contour brush from Royal & Langnickel. You can get this brand at Walmart. I always talk about it on my channel. I love their brushes. I'm just going to take this and set underneath my eyes. Oh yeah, this is way too dark. I want my under eye to be really bright, and that is dark. So I apologize, we have a little bit of a malfunction. I'm going to have to use a different powder. I'm using my e.l.f. HD powder, which I love for setting my under eyes and my face. So I'm going to just wipe off that brush. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really like that peach corrector. It's kind of like peeking through my concealer a little bit because it's so dark, because I'm so pale. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, let me get a new brush. Okay, I have an e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush, and I'm going to use that to fix my under eyes. That powder is way too dark. I really wanted to use it, but it looks really light in the pan, but it's actually too dark for me. Okay, I'm going to use a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm going to use the same e.l.f. powder just to set the rest of my face. Just kind of dusting it in there. I know it's a first impression, but typically I always like to set my makeup for the most part, depending on how my skin's doing, but my skin's been a little bit more oily than usual lately, so I do always set my makeup, whether it's with this e.l.f. powder or Rimmel Stay Matte or RCMA No Color powder. I always like to set it because it makes everything else go on really smooth and everything just looks flawless and stays put all day. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my eye makeup, my contour, all that stuff, and when I come back I'm going to use the Strobe Light Strobing Powder, and then I also have a Pro Setting Spray here that I'm going to try out. So I'll do a check-in also in a couple of hours and let you guys know how everything is wearing, but in the meantime I'll see you in 1 second. Alright, so I finished up the rest of my makeup. I did my bronzer, my blush, and then for my lip color, if you're curious, I used the NYX lip liner in the shade Sugar Glass. If you watch my videos on a regular, you know this is like my favorite lip liner. And then over top, I used the Lip Land liquid lipstick in the shade Tribeca. Here I have, where is it? So this is the Strobe Light Strobing Powder. This one's in the shade 90 Watt. I figured I would go with this kind of pinky color because my look today is kind of like a little bit of a neutral cool tone look, so I want to do something pinky today. And this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. The shimmer in it looks really fine. I'm gonna just swatch it. Ooh, looks very light. Very, very light, but you can still see you get a glow there, so that looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this really tiny Up and Up brand brush. I'll link it down below. It comes in a set of 4 and it's like $12 at Target. So I just take some of this and just apply it right to the tops of my cheekbones. Ooh, that's really pretty. Do a little bit of a C kind of shape. I don't know, I just feel like this foundation looks a little bit orangey right now at the moment, and it just looks like it oxidized. I don't know if it's just me, but anyways, so, oh, setting spray. Almost forgot setting spray. So this is the Pro Setting High Definition Setting Spray Long Lasting Matte Finish. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spritz my face. Whew, it smells really good. It smells like the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, like just like that really refreshing kind of spray. spray. I like it, and I like the little spritzer bottle. The highlighter is like gorgeous. I really, really like it. So this is what the foundation looks like now, and what I'm gonna do is just come back in a couple hours and let you guys know how the foundation is wearing. Right now it is approximately 1:30 p.m. So I'm gonna go about my day and get some other videos done for you guys, and I'm gonna come back in a couple hours and I'll let you guys know how the foundation is wearing, how it looks. So I'll be back in a couple hours and I'll let you guys know how everything looks. Hey guys, I'm back for another check-in. Right now it is 5:35 p.m. So 4 hours have passed by at this point. I've been wearing the foundation and I have not touched up or anything. I will say that in the close-up shots that you guys are going to see, I have this little black mark right on like above my temple. I just got done dyeing my cousin's hair and I got a little bit of a splatter of the black dye on my temple right there, but that is what the foundation looks like. To be honest, I really like the way that it looks. Besides the fact that I feel like this color does not match me and it did oxidize, I still love the way that it looks, and I feel like my face looks a little bit shinier than what it actually feels like. When I touch my face, it does not feel greasy or oily, or like, it doesn't even feel like I have a lot of makeup on, which is so weird because the foundation is just so incredibly full coverage. Like, for me, with the amount, maybe it was the amount that I applied, but I think this foundation is full coverage. It feels lightweight, and even though it might look a little bit like shiny on my face, it does not feel oily or shiny at all on my face. And I do think that this foundation oxidized. Like I said, I don't know if it's because of the shade that I got or like what it is, but I'm going to be testing out a different shade, and I will keep you guys posted on my channel within the next couple of weeks of this foundation. But I think it looks beautiful so far, and I do really like it, and the highlighter also is like amazing. And the only thing, like I said, out of everything that I tried that I just wasn't a huge fan of right off the bat was the Peach Pro Concealer Corrector. But other than that, I do like everything else that I tried, and again, I just think the foundation looks really good. I just love the coverage of it, and I think for $10 you just really cannot go wrong with the foundation. Like, it's bomb.com. I actually have to leave back to school because I do live on campus during the week, so my last check-in is going to be later on at night, and it's going to be with my vlogging camera. So it's not going to be with this camera because I cannot take all my equipment over there to school, so I apologize because the quality is going to go down a little bit, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So I'm going to check back in a couple hours later on in the night, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts on the foundation. Hey guys, so I'm sorry for the informal check-in right now. Obviously, I'm in my dorm. I'm not in my beauty room at the moment. So right now it is 9:59. So I've had the foundation on at this point for over 8 hours. So you can see my forehead does look a little bit shiny. I know it's kind of hard to tell on this camera because it's not as good quality as my actual DSLR camera, but I still wanted to show you guys the foundation. I think it looks awesome. Like, at this point, if I wasn't going to bed right now, like soon, or getting a shower, I would be touching up my makeup and just going about my day. I still think it looks really good. The highlight is still like there, my bronzer, my blush, everything is still visible. The only thing is I just really need to touch up my forehead. That's usually like my oil spot on my face, but for the most part, I think everything else looks really good. Like, I'm happy with the foundation. I think double thumbs up for me. Like I said, I still stand by the concealer and everything that I use. Obviously, I'm going to keep playing around with it to give you like my final thoughts on it, but my first impressions are that I really like everything except the Peach Corrector so far. So that is officially it for this video. I'm sorry for this non-formal outro, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.